into dialogue. That person should reveal, or that thing should reveal to you, and you should seek. So it's a dialogue between, on both ways. And then, if you should have dialogue, the fourth point is that you should have a relationship. Now, if you travel at any time in New York, in the Manhattan area, nobody cares for you. Even if you are walking naked, nobody cares. That's his business. But if you go to Canada and walk on one of the streets in the countryside, or even in some of the suburbs, they will say, hi, how are you, good morning. We don't say that, right? No. We show a long face, ambada nyane. Pembillaranange nelathethra kuzhi undannu nokki ingane. Right? But you see things. Otakannittu nokkum. Right? You should have a relationship, some kind of relationship to have dialogue. And when you have a relationship, you express yourself. And the other person or the other thing will express. And that is where you become known and you know what it is. And that is where you see the purpose of creation. Now, Malayali parents have this problem. Their children are born only for two things. What are they? Huh? Doctor and engineer. That's it. That's it. If everybody becomes doctor, where will the nurses? Pharmacy assistants. And on the top of that, if everybody is doctor, who will be the patient? Now we have only these two branches of study. And then they will always ask you, even in the middle of the night, the society where you have somebody on the top and then somebody on the bottom. I get so annoyed when people call me Trishur Bhadrasana Adhivan. I am not Adhivan. It in itself implies that I am ruling over somebody. I am simply a metropolitan doing my own job. And there will be people who will join me in making my job easier, my achans. If I try to control them in an authoritative way, they will know all ways of fooling me. Right? You know how to do that with your parents. I can't do that. I have to have an equal standing with them. No, there are parents, Malayali parents, who would say, "Pillare, poko, onnu manasilavilla. Miningannu janichadanu." Miningannu janicha kunjana internet vadi angu Chandrani pogunnu. ഇപ്പോഴും ടെൻസിംഗും ഹിലാരിയുടെയും ഏജിൽ ഇവിടെ മഞ്ഞുമലയിൽ പോകാൻ നോക്കിയിരിക്കുന്ന പേരൻസ് ആണുള്ളത് നേപ്പാളിൽ. In some of the areas we are the best, but in some of the areas we are less informed. But we need to know which are the areas which are known and which are not known. And therefore, we need to acknowledge the fact that each and every thing, every one, every being in this world has its own unique feature. And you need to have cooperation of that thing to make your life transformed. I usually quote this speculative example. I don't think it ever happened anywhere. No, there is a person who wears three-piece suit, bought from France. And his shoes are imported from Italy. And he drives the most expensive Mercedes S or C or whatever it is. And he's open the door, comes out, and step out, and then keep, it locks, right? The car locks. He goes up the stairs to his office, and there was a wretched burger who had only a banana that whole day. He ate the banana and left the skin on the step. What will happen? This fellow will lie down on the hospital bed all his life, flat, right? No matter whether he is a very influential person, very rich person, obscenely rich, that is what the Americans would say. Still, none of those qualities or credentials helped him. Rather, he fell flat. Because finally at 1 o'clock you want to sleep. You go to sleep, it comes with a song. You can't go to sleep. I had this problem. I come back from churches and places, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I get sleep around 12 o'clock. And then I have a neighbor who has a barking dog. Oh my God. Once I am up, I can't go back to sleep. So I had to go to him early in the morning at 7 o'clock and literally tell him, please forgive me if I have done it. I want to get some sleep. So take care of your dog. Literally I had to tell him. Now it's much better. My life can become so miserable if that person, he didn't do anything purpose. He just had his dog, and the dog gets annoyed when a cat runs in front of it. That's the problem. So the owner is not directly involved. But still, my life becomes miserable. So if I want to have a dialogue and a relationship, I need to have any dialogue. So rather, you keep on trying. There is a story of a king who tried 7 times and all. Have you heard that story? And if you are not satisfied, you can ask questions through one of those postings. And you will, those things are also mirrored in the website also. The blog is better.
Okay, before we split for the group discussion, I think all of you are now sitting unit-wise, no? So we'll have a photograph with Tirmeni, unit-wise, okay? And after that, we'll